Hi YouTube, I have another video for you. In this video I want to talk a bit about psychiatry. Psychiatry is a fairly new science. It was discovered in 1870 that lithium can help with acute mania, which is a while back, but this is a relatively recent discovery in comparison to major discoveries in chemistry and physics, which are much more mature sciences. Modern medications like atypical antipsychotics were only created in the 2000s. And atypicals are some of the main medications prescribed for bipolar these days. As a result, bipolar patients kind of end up as guinea pigs, which for me is really disconcerting. We don't really know how these meds will affect us in the long run, or even about all the effects they have on us in the short term. We also don't know what kinds of bad things can happen with drug interactions, since a lot of us are on cocktails of a whole bunch of meds. This too is disconcerting. Another thing about psychiatry is that we have to put up with side effects. Some meds cause dry mouth, nausea, diarrhea, constipation, sedation, motor tics, diabetes, weight gain, decreased immune system. The list could go on and on and on. Luckily, a lot of side effects go away with time or are fairly minor, like I could live with dry mouth, but other side effects are less tolerable. For me, weight gain and sedation are the big ones that I want to avoid at all costs. If there were a med that were absolutely perfect and basically cured me and lowered my anxiety, helped with my sleep, and kept me from getting too depressed or too manic, and it just happened to cause weight gain, I would probably take it, but that's about the only circumstance. Same thing with sedation. I want to be clear-headed and awake, and I kind of have to be for my job, so sedation is a big no for me. Luckily, my psychiatrist is really good about letting me set boundaries about side effects. I told him straight away that if a med causes me weight gain, I want to go off it, and he has held to that. Risperidone caused me weight gain, and I went off it immediately. He's also good about taking me off meds that aren't working. Like, I was on Wellbutrin for a while, and it wasn't doing anything, so I went off. Same thing with Latuda. Another thing is that it's really hard to find a good psychiatrist. Unless you get really lucky, you really have to shop around until you find a good one. And shopping around is extremely expensive and exhausting, because you have to keep retelling your story from the beginning, and you have to start from scratch in forming a new patient-therapist relationship with your psychiatrist. My first psychiatrist was absolutely horrible. She gave me 2 misdiagnoses within 10 minutes of meeting me, and prescribed me a med that made me worse, and made me stay on it for a year and a half. My second psychiatrist was even worse. He just straight up told me that he didn't know how to help me, made me cry, and then sent me out of his office. So I basically fired him. My current psychiatrist, though, is really, really good. He actually listens to me, and it's obvious that he knows his stuff, which is really important to me. A lot of psychiatrists don't even understand bipolar disorder, so I don't see how they could possibly treat it effectively. But even when you find a good psychiatrist, it can take forever to find the right combination of meds that actually helps. It took me 8 different meds to find Sapphirus and Klonopin, the ones I'm currently on, which I think are actually starting to help me. And I was fairly lucky. Other people go through tons and tons of meds before they find anything that works, or doesn't have too bad of side effects. Anyhow, these are just some of my thoughts on psychiatry. I'd be curious to hear other people's experiences with psychiatry, and what you think about it in general. That's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment. Thank you.